Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate being here. What I want to talk about, we talked about 2024 as the date that Medicare goes insolvent. And that's if you believe a lot of the different accounting systems in the healthcare bill. I mean, the SGR goes away. Things like that happen to get to 2024. But let's assume we get to 2024 before Medicare goes insolvent. So if somebody is 66 in 2024, we don't know how the law is going to treat them. That's what the testimony has been here today. Will it be 75% of 70% payments to hospitals and doctors? And we just don't know that. I don't know if anybody would disagree with me on the panel that we don't know what will happen if Medicaid goes insolvent in 2024, which is what the President's health care bill that was voted on by the majority does. So if it goes insolvent in 2024 and we don't know how 66-year-olds going to be treated, we do know that if we pass the Ryan budget, someone who is 66 years old in 2024 will have Medicare as we know it today. And just think if I'm a baby boomer, I was born in 64, I'm the end of it. So if you're 65 today, if you're 65, as we speak today, you're on Medicare, do you hope to live to be 76? With our healthcare system, I think most people do hope to live 76. So what we're telling people today, we have no idea how you're going to have Medicare when you're 76 years old, unless we put a plan in place, which this side has put forth. A lot of people say, Washington, nobody ever tries to solve problems. We've known this is coming. Both parties have known this is coming for a long time. Baby boomers is the fact. It's a fact of life. But we do have a plan. If you're 65 years old today, when you're 76, you will have Medicare as you know it. And so what are we talking about doing the difference? Well, people say, well, we need a balance of revenue. The President went around the country last year saying if we just ask the millionaires and billionaires to find at $250,000 or more to pay more, nobody's going to have to make any changes. Well, that's $80 billion. The President got $60 billion of the $80 billion in the fiscal cliff bill. I don't know if anybody in this room would say that's enough to solve the problem with Medicare, even if you got the additional $20 billion he promised. We even know the 3.8% Medicare tax on unearned income didn't go into the Medicare side. So asking the rich to pay more, the fiscal cliff bill, the $60 billion, didn't go to save off Medicare. It was spent essentially in the fiscal cliff bill. Most of it was spent on other projects. So when you say we just need to raise taxes to put it back into Medicare, I mean, we've seen what's happened twice just recently. So what are we offering? I think, is Medicare Part D a good program? And people think Medicare Part D, you said it's the costs that people are saying Medicare costs per beneficiary have slowed, and a lot of it is due to Medicare Part D. So what we're saying is, okay, instead of, I think we had one panelist say, well, when baby boomers retire, they built schools when they had baby boomers, therefore they're just going to have to pay more for us to be retired. So I'm telling my children, my daughter is 19, she will be 40, in 30 years she'll be 49. 100% of all federal revenues is supposed to go to Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid at that point. So I'm telling my daughter, when she's my age, she needs to wake up and go to work so my generation can be retired. That's what we're telling them. I mean, what else are they going to have? They're not going to have anything else. But what we are saying, if we adopt a program like Medicare Part D for the rest of Medicare, not only can somebody that's 65 years old today have Medicare till they pass away, as they know it and as it is, our children and grandchildren can have Medicare delivered to them in a way. Did the majority change Medicare Part D in the bill? They did change some benefit within Medicare Part D, but they certainly didn't change the way it's delivered. And so I don't know why it's so radical. If it was so bad to do the other parts of Medicare like Medicare Part D, then why wasn't it changed during the health care bill? It wasn't. And so what we can say today, we can say, children and grandchildren, my generation's retiring, you just owe it to us. Or we can say, children and grandchildren, we're going to promise to people who are near retirement because politicians promised them things that we had no idea how to pay for, but they organize their life around it. So we're going to honor it. That's what this budget's coming out tomorrow does. It honors the promise we made to people at or near retirement. But instead of asking our younger people to pay more, let's change the program in a way that we know works, because Medicare Part D works, and give them an opportunity to not to go to work every day to pay for my generation to be retired, go to work every day so hopefully somebody have grandkids, and they have grandkids, can have the America that our parents have given to us. And I think that's what our generation owes them. We don't owe them, they don't owe us, we owe them. That's what American Dream's been about. Now I yield back my time.